So why do you meditate? Why do you work on yourself so much? What do you want to accomplish with your practice? Could these goals be unintentionally holding you back? When I started meditating 25 years ago, questions like these were running through my mind. I had just finished my first spiritual book, a gift from a close friend who said her intuition told her to give it to me. The book was Conversations with God by Neely Donald Walsh. It had a big effect on me, even though I wasn't religious, because it made me question why we do the things we do and what we are allowed to do. It made me think that maybe, like my friend, I could learn to follow my intuition instead of my logic. But I felt resistance because I was raised in a purely scientific and atheistic household, and I noticed that many thoughts and ideas in the book just didn't make any sense. So I started looking for answers in other books to address these questions that kept coming up. The movie The Secret was released soon after. Like many others, I loved the idea behind it. It answered many of the questions I had in life. Specifically, it taught me that I could create the life I wanted through something called manifestation. The idea of The Secret became known as the law of attraction. It is now part of almost all spiritual videos on YouTube. There are million-dollar businesses that sell courses promising to teach you how to use this law to create your dream life. But there was a problem with this way of thinking. Even though I tried to follow this kind of practice, I always had a feeling that this was just another way of getting stuff. It didn't really change the underlying problem that made me believe I needed to do these things to be happy to begin with. But if you compare this to older Eastern traditions, it seemed like they wanted to become a noble person or gain powers and magic to positively influence the world. The saying, "To truly become someone, you must become no one," might seem opposite to the law of attraction. But these two approaches are more similar than you might believe, and may make the same mistake despite appearing different. The law of attraction says that if you think a certain way, you can create your dream life and then you'll be happy. Many Eastern traditions will say that if you help enough other people and don't get attached to this world, then you'll become a noble person and then you'll be happy. The main issue is not lacking everything you desire in life. Once you have shelter and food, there isn't much else you need to start enjoying life. It is also not necessary to possess special powers in order to control energies or turn into a superhero. A noble person. The problem is that you feel unsettled because you always have a sense of self that is constantly shifting. This creates tension and makes you uncomfortable, which moves you away from appreciating and recognizing that the place you're in right now is beautiful, just as it is. Dwelling in the present moment isn't enough. There needs to be a willingness to face your fears, your insecurities, rather than changing your beliefs about them or hiding them behind positive thinking. A good way to begin is by starting a meditation practice while examining your beliefs about how the world should be in order for you to feel happy. I'm currently doing live streams on YouTube every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central European Time to help people do just this. You can join a guided meditation or just come and sit with us and ask questions afterwards.